Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the real Glaze Gibbs. I was once the problem. Now what I'm seeking to do is right my wrong and become part of the solution, man. Hey, listen, hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. If you have any topic that you want to discuss, or you have a brand, a product that you're trying to promote, hit me, email me at Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. Hey, let's get straight to it. You know what? I've been meaning to touch base on this subject like last week. I heard this young lady, right now was murdered. And when you sit back and you look at it and they flash her picture across the board, attractive young lady, she was died. She was murdered, moved to a prominent area. She recently went through a divorce. And when you say that, she recently went through a divorce in Florida. So basically, she came to North Carolina because she had family looking for a fresh start. And to me, she was executed. She was executed where? In her prominent neighborhood. The area that she was executed was SouthPark in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, Mecklenburg County. That area is very, very, very high end. And not only that, the crime rate in that area is like slim to none. You don't got nothing but rich people over there. People that's doing well for themselves. So this young lady went through a divorce with a child. And from my understanding, she moved, gave up her career as far as in the real estate industry in Florida. And she came to North Carolina for a fresh start. And what happened? So you sit back and think about it. You ask yourself the quality question. Was this an isolated incident? Or was this a lover's scorn? Because when you sit back and think about it, why would anyone in Charlotte want to attack this lady? They don't even know her. And not only that, if you look at the area, it's not the project, it's not the hood, it's nothing like that. This is a prestige neighborhood. You talk about money, money, more money. So that crime rate in that neighborhood, if it's robbery, burglary, things of that nature, but murder, nah, something just not right. As Keith Sweat would say, something ain't right. So even with that, my deepest condolences, rest in peace to Dee Hammonds. My deepest condolences to her family, friends, colleagues, because once again, it's a tragic. It's a tragic. And what it really boiled down to, honestly, people, man, you got to be careful. You have to be very cautious who you getting into and out of relationship with. Because a lot of times right now is, guess what? You know what? To me, as I look at it, as I see, and keep this in mind, I am not the smartest person in the world. I am not the dumbest person in the world. But at the end of the day, when you sit back and think about it, right now, something like that, and according to the Charlotte Mecklenburg County PD department, what they're saying she was targeted. So once again, how was she targeted? She just got here. How was she targeted? She's about to, start her new career she's a traveling nurse. So how was she targeted? So right now, did somebody follow her from Florida to North Carolina? To somebody got to know her whereabouts? And basically right now, did they came? Look, give me one more chance. Oh, baby, give me one more chance to show you that I love you. But right now is every time you try to give a person a first chance, a second chance, a third chance. And right now we still end up at a disappointing point, at a losing point. Why in the hell you can continue to invest into a relationship that's not working? So once again, like right now is everybody got to be cautious. This is not about Dee Hammonds. This is about Dee Hammonds and a lot of Dee Hammonds that's out there that go through breakup, that go through divorce, that move on to try to get a better life and provide that safety and security. But what happened? What went wrong? You know what went wrong? When you got some people that just don't want to let go. You got some people under any circumstance, like, I don't know. They just can't let go. Because once again, you helped me to be where I'm at. And by me losing you, I'm losing myself. And now I'm going to hit rock bottom. I can't afford to hit rock bottom. I can't afford to lose you. So now I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this work. But once again, how many times you have told me this? How many times you have said, like, this is the last time? Or I'm not going to cheat no more. Or I'm not going to drink no more. Or I'm not going to gamble no more. I'm going to be a respectful spouse. I'm going to be a loving and caring spouse. But once again, promises that we can't keep. So like I told you right now, I don't know exactly what took place, what happened, but right now is, like I told you, for that woman to leave Florida, to come to Charlotte, North Carolina, the SouthPark area, and get murdered. You know what? Something ain't right, man. And at the end of the day right now is, listen, folks, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And with that type of situation, be aware, be cautious of the people that you get involved with these days and time. Because once again, you know what? If you don't do a background check, or you don't test these individuals before you let them into your household, let them into your life, guess what's going to happen? It can cost you your finance. It can cost you your house. It can cost you your relationship with your kids. It can cost you your life. As Dee Hammonds, look what happened to her. So like I say, rest in peace. May her soul rest in peace and her spirit be lifted. My deepest condolences, man. Hey, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody could change, because change comes from where? Within. One love.
Associated himself with probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city. That being Howard Happy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening to that, I'm like, whoa.
You actually dealt with Brian Glaze, huh?
I dealt with him years ago, back in the 80s, early 90s. I was with, he was arrested by my partner back in those days for several murders himself.
Not bad. I was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm going to say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn. Drug dealers, and controlled the drug organization.
And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here. Yeah. Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead.
Is this the second person you murdered?
No. Because, like, right now, if you're going by the timeline, by that time, there's a few more before him.
You know, I heard so many good things about you. What I really like is, I know you're a tough guy. And I've known that for quite a while, and you changed your life, and you're coming around, and you're right. We're from New York, and we're New Yorkers. No matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you are, you know, we're New Yorkers.
Well, he was a drug kingpin himself. He was a drug lord himself back in those days, and he operated out of Brooklyn, East New York, and he committed a lot of violent acts himself. So, if anybody knows the streets, I mean, he knows the streets.
Tottenham. Yeah, you gotta worry about them guys. But we only have to worry about those guys in Vanderveer and stuff. You know, we all knew Glaze and Tottenham, all those guys.
Yeah.
I know Glaze, Supreme Team. What up, Glaze? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, inside the mind of the killer, the Brian.